Hey, welcome. This is going to be a video that hopefully is going to be the very first one or will be the first one. But I kind of want to welcome you guys to my journey. I'm creating this channel because I'm creating my drag persona, as you can see, also known as Elektra. So this is me, Boy Andy now. You can't really tell where it's going to go, neither can I right now. So I wanted you guys to see me now the way that I am in my boy form. And throughout this whole entire process, I want you guys to see how I grow, how I develop, how I become, so that you can see what my transformation will be like. I've never had any desire to do drag until recently. I just turned 38 October 18th, so it is now October 27th, I believe. And one of the things that I wanted to do for my new journey as a late 30-year-old was to finally try and do drag. I've always been passionate about drag as an outsider looking in. I've followed pretty much RuPaul's Drag Race since season one, back when we used to have viewing parties. It's something that I've always obsessed about. I never knew why. I just knew that I loved it very much. I have a lot of drag friends and people who enjoy the art of drag, and it's just something that I've always surrounded myself with. But again, I've always been outside looking in, and now I think I'm finally ready to try this version of me. Most of my life I've spent pretty much in machismo. I'm Latin, half Brazilian, half Salvadorian, born and raised in Los Angeles. I knew that I was gay since I was 8 years old, so at a very young age, I kind of knew I was always going to like boys, but I was forced to embrace a persona of a masculine boy out of fear of people knowing what I really felt or who I truly was. So I spent a huge portion of my life hiding who I was. Not to mention that my family was super, super religious, very Christian, and I just didn't have a way to really express myself. So I had to become your typical masculine Latin boy. And all through my life, I kind of just followed those, notions to try to hide who I truly was. As I started growing older, I eventually joined the military, so I'm an active duty military member now. As of now, it's 13 years, so I've been serving since 2009, and I was around when Don't Ask, Don't Tell was, so I was also scared. I mean, fortunately for me, I was very, in my personality already, this person, and all that's over. I've grown my life, I've kind of enjoyed things, but I've never really embraced my inner feminine, I guess. And I've always been curious to see what that's like. I know I have some feminine tendencies. It's kind of normal, especially when you're comfortable around your friends and especially your gay ones. I've always been not so close with females, and I don't know if that's all gay boys. I know that a lot of gay boys have like girl beards and friends that love to like hang out with them and stuff like that. I just never understood females that way. I've always understood males, so it was very difficult for me to kind of, really embrace the culture of a woman, of femininity. So now at 38, go figure, it took me all these time. I kind of want to embark on this journey of becoming my feminine version of Andy. So I decided to take on this project that hopefully will become a part of me. I'm calling it a project now because you never know. I might not end up liking it. I don't know yet. It's a starting point. I definitely feel passionate about it, but I want to see what happens. And I'm very curious for this project, and I want to share with you guys all how that journey is going to be. So I kind of talked to my family and my friends, and everyone seems very supportive of the idea of me, embracing my inner sissy, as so to speak, as RuPaul would say. And we'll see where this goes. So one of the first steps was, where the hell do I start with all this? So I have some friends. I'm currently stationed in San Diego, so I have a friend, Gigi. She is a androgynous drag impersonator, very amazing. I've reached out to some other drag impersonators to see kind of where I start, where to begin, and they all kind of honed in on the same place. Makeup first is key to trying to figure out how you look, what your look will be. So that will be my first start, my first stepping stone. But before that, I just want to let you guys know I've already picked out my drag name. Um, it took me a little bit to figure it out, but my sister and me are very similar. We're exactly the same kind of in personality. I'm just a boy version of my sister. So upon discussing with her, uh, her IG alter ego is Elektra Heart. So I decided to adopt that with her blessing. So I will be Elektra Heart. And that's what you see on my YouTube channel, on my IG, eventually on my Facebook. And I'm very happy to introduce you, at least by name, who I'm going to become. I don't know who that's going to be. And just to let you guys know, a lot of people had a lot of questions about, are you going to be a punk girl? Are you going to be a look queen? Are you going to be a comedy queen? I'm like, I have no idea. I haven't really embraced that side of me. I've only known Andy and who I am. I'm a very extroverted, very dominant personality. I'm definitely not a shy person as a boy. I love the gym, so I'm very masculine by nature. So it's going to be very interesting to see how drag's going to be on me, to embrace my inner feminine body. But if Cameron Michaels can do it, then I guess so can I. So we'll just leave it at that. But Electra Heart, that's going to be who my drag persona will be. Eventually, hopefully, I'll start pacing myself with, kind of going through the motions of figuring that out. So I will start off with makeup as recommended. Tomorrow I will start painting my face. I think I found most of everything. For those of you drag newbies or those people who don't know how to start drag, painting is one of the hardest things to do. I've been watching video after video, tutorials after tutorials. It seems to be all the same, but really the issue is going to be one, finding your own foundation, knowing your skin color, and then blending. That seems to be the two things. So I went out to Sephora. I got some help. Luckily, everything's so open here, so they were like helping me pick out a foundation that would be close to my color. If you don't know how to pick foundation, definitely go out, get it done. One thing that I have been reading, and it's been very common amongst most people about foundation finding, is that make sure that the foundation covers both the color of your neck and the color of your face, because sometimes they tend to be two-toned. So you're going to need to find an intermediate from those two. But if you have one single color, then it should be relatively easy to do. And then the rest will kind of just go along on the journey. So I'm looking forward to that. I did buy my first pair of heels. Unfortunately, I'm a size 12 in female, so that was very interesting. And again, I will record me attempting to walk in heels and trying to get more comfortable in it. But that's all part of the process, part of becoming Elektra Heart, and watching her be born and seeing who she becomes, watching her grow from, a little boy to a full realized glamazon, hopefully. Hopefully a comedy queen, because I do like comedy. But I do want my uniqueness to come through as who I am as a person. So I really am excited for you guys to take on this journey. And stay tuned. Hopefully, this will be a very great way for you guys to see how someone like me can take drag to a very exciting uniqueness, talented, like just beautiful artwork, which is what I love so much about drag. I know that drag queens usually are mostly introvert from what I can tell as boy personalities, and when they become a drag queen, the majority of them, their extrovertedness comes out. So it's going to be very interesting to see me as an extrovert, to see if I become an even more extrovert or if I'm just going to be myself. or if I'm gonna actually turn into an introvert trying to think I'm feminine. I have no idea. But it's gonna be a great journey, so stay tuned. Hopefully this video isn't too long as an introduction, but I just kind of wanted to give you some background to where this is all gonna begin. I do intend on taking my journey by learning how to sew, learning how to do things that I've never done, like lip syncing. I actually like to sing. I'm a karaoke person, but I'm more of a rap person. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe I can be a female rap lip syncer. Who knows? I could do some Iggy Azalea. Who knows? Maybe Nicki. But we'll see. That's going to be part of the journey. I definitely intend to keep my Latin roots. That is something that I definitely want to keep because I grew up and it's a part of who I am. So definitely going to be representing that through the representation of me as Elektra. But I look forward to seeing how this goes. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am, and stay tuned.